our university alumni gala, the guy who ruined my reputation for being a charity case spent the entire evening kissing up to me without recognizing who I was. I was the trailer park girl. That's what everyone called me at Chicago State. Not to my face, but I heard the whispers. My project partner Derek only teamed up with me to steal my code. I didn't know that until the final engineering symposium when he locked me out of the presentation. I can't let her ruin this, he announced over the microphone, loud enough for the whole auditorium to hear. I only let her tag along because the dean begged me to mentor a low-income student. The laughter from his fraternity brothers still echoes in my head. I didn't get into grad school. My parents said aiming high was a waste of time for people from our neighborhood. My older brother got their life savings to open a failed auto shop because he was the man of the house. I got a job scrubbing floors at a data center. I worked, saved, bought a cheap laptop, and got my teeth fixed because I wanted to look in the mirror and see success. I mastered cybersecurity architecture while working 60-hour weeks. By 24, I'd built a firewall protocol in my spare time, sold the patent for $450,000 and used the money to launch a consulting firm. By 29, that company was valued at $85 million. Cybersecurity infrastructure, 400 employees across 3 countries. I never told my family. At Thanksgiving dinner, they'd praise my brother's gig as a delivery driver while I sat there mashing potatoes. At least you have a steady paycheck sweeping floors, my dad would say. That was the closest I got to respect. When the 5-year alumni gala invitation arrived, I almost shredded it, but something made me book a flight. I walked into the ballroom at the Drake Hotel, looking nothing like the exhausted girl they remembered. I'd paid for premium dermatology, learned how to command a room, and carried myself like someone who could buy the building. Nobody recognized me. Not one person. I gave my middle name at the registration desk, Victoria. The first hour was surreal. Girls who'd mocked my thrift store clothes complimented my tailored Valentino blazer. Guys who'd thrown pennies at my backpack asked if I was a venture capitalist. Then I saw Derek. He looked exactly the same. Still handsome in that arrogant country club way. He came straight toward the bar with a cocktail and a smile I remembered too well. I don't think we've met. I'm Derek, and you are way too out of my league to be drinking cheap champagne alone. I almost laughed. I went to school here. No way. Trust me, I remember all the top-tier alumni. His coworkers gathered around. The same guys who'd smirked at me during the symposium. So, what firm are you with? One of them asked. I work in network security, I said quietly. Derek nodded. That's cute. I'm a senior project manager at Apex Dynamics, handling multi-million-dollar defense contracts. Big leagues. His colleague Marcus jumped in. Hey, you know what's wild? That weird girl we used to know actually works in cyber now too. Someone on LinkedIn said she started some boutique agency. Derek laughed loudly. Wait, the trailer trash girl? No way. Yeah, man. Apparently she's doing all right for herself. Derek shook his head in disgust. I carried her through senior year out of pity. Worst semester of my life. She was totally delusional. Thought she was actually smart enough to sit at my table. His colleagues chuckled. She probably peeked at an help desk. Derek continued. People like that don't actually build anything. Before I could respond, the ballroom speakers crackled. The university president stepped up to the main podium. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a massive announcement. Tonight, Apex Dynamics has officially been acquired by Aegis Global Security, and we are honored to have Aegis's founder and CEO right here in the room with us. Please welcome our most distinguished alumna. My full name echoed through the ballroom. Derek stared at the stage, then slowly turned his head to look at me. I watched the absolute terror hit him like a freight train. Hi, Derek. I smiled. Project manager. That's really cute. His jaw dropped. Marcus backed away so fast he bumped into a waiter. Derek stood there, completely paralyzed. I didn't. He finally choked out. You look so different. I know. I was just playing around earlier. I didn't mean any of that stuff. You meant all of it, I whispered. You just didn't know your new boss was listening. His corporate bravado shattered. For 1 second, I saw the exact humiliation I'd felt standing outside that auditorium. Please, he stammered, his hands actually shaking. I'm closing on a house next week. Can we just wipe the slate clean? I looked at his panicked eyes for a long moment. Clean out your desk by Monday.